Storm Eunice ripping through London, its power shredding the O2's dome in Greenwich to bits.
Unbelievable the amount of damage that's been caused so quickly. This is like history, isn't it, really? It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
In Waterloo, parts of a building fell on top of a man. This passerby came to his rescue.
Myself and another gentleman ran into the alleyway because we had seen a man that had been hit by all the debris, bricks, railing, and we picked him up, and a few other people cleared the path for us, and we carried him out. Obviously,
what state was he in?
Terrible state, terrible state. His head had been hit, he had a concussion, definitely. His spine, we were under the impression his left leg was broken, and his chest, he was struggling to breathe.
And what had happened to him?
He was walking through the alleyway and everything had just fallen on top of him.
On this road in Biggin Hill, a tree fell in front of a bus. On impact, the entire front windscreen shatters. Thankfully, there have been no reports of any serious injuries here. On this Piccadilly line train, commuters in Essex had to wait almost an hour before these branches were cleared off the tracks. In the Surrey town of Ewell, a 50-foot tree fell on the tracks, closing the line for several hours. There's still delays and cancellations this evening.
Oh, sing right, sing right, sing right!
At Heathrow, plane enthusiasts filmed the wind pushing aircrafts away from their flight paths. This passenger had her plane diverted to Stansted.
Everything was smooth sailing until we got to near Heathrow, and then it felt like the plane was made of paper and we were shaking and you felt the G-force hit your stomach. It felt like being on a roller coaster, and everybody was like shrieking. I could see a lady behind me was being sick. I was just holding really tight to the seat, and you could tell the pilot was trying to get control of the plane, but it was moving like this, and he was swerving, and it got so bad that he actually had to just stop and go back, and we just kind of flew off into another direction.
And this is Transport for London's control centre, where they have access to more than 4,000 cameras all over London.
It's been pretty tough. We've been flat out from about 10 o'clock this morning. Hundreds of people out on our tube network, on our roads, and supporting our colleagues across all the various transport modes, just trying to keep the services running that we can.
Is there any assessment of the amount of damage there's been?
We've had quite a number of roofs come off. We've certainly seen trackside buildings damaged, so it's been quite severe, yeah.
The wind hit businesses too. This Pret in Southwark was forced to close after the wind destroyed part of a wall. And in Kilburn, 5 houses lost their roofs.
This storm we're facing is the worst in 3 decades. That gives you a flavour of how bad it is. In parts of London, we've got winds of up to 80 miles per hour. That's causing real concern in relation to just trees falling over, but debris flying around. Think of garden furniture, bins, scaffolding, sheeting, and so forth.
In Oxford Street, a bin blocked the path of a bus. But with the help of a cyclist, London somehow navigated its way through this storm. Rags Martel, ITV News.